Well, he attack me. But Jayden Chase, they have to make the fans them know what really are going on.
Up move nation. Now welcome to the channel. Yeah, man, JAYDEN Chase. Another one that we're gonna bring on another reason on the topic of current affairs. So if you're new to the channel, just a pass through, but to find the reasoning insightful, well, I'm suggesting to you that you click the subscribe icon and then put a like on the video. Now, let's get right into the reasoning. Now nation, as Jamaican citizens across the globe have their eyes fixed on the Klansman gang trial, citizens along with the prosecution are waiting for witness number 2 to outline the organization's political connections. Now, both witnesses have already testified that the organization has connections to many influential members of society. One witness disclosed that he had handed over weapons to undercover officers, members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And it is also a well-documented case that in Jamaica, majority of the fully established criminal organizations have been aided by political officials. Member of Parliament for Central Kingston, Donovan Williams, even made this statement in Parliament that the increase in murders and shootings in his constituency was dated all the way back to the previous election, general election. And even when we look at the invisible lines in the old capital of Spanish Town, wherever there is a gang line drawn, there is also a political divide. And some citizens have stated that this cannot just be mere coincidence. And if these witnesses have been tasked with exposing the inner workings of the organization, then something that must be detailed is the rise and the growth of the organization. When the US State Department pointed out certain areas in Jamaica that tourists traveling from North America should try their best to avoid because of the issues of crime and violence, the JCF detailed that not majority, but all of these stated areas were political strongholds for either one or the other of Jamaica's 2 main political parties. Now, this trial is definitely similar to the mafia trials that took place in New York. Very similar to when Sammy the Bull turned state witness against John Gotti and the Gambino family. Now, in that case, all inner workings of the organization were exposed, from the mafia's political connections to the way they ran the organization to the way the money was moved. So it will not be shocking for the witnesses to do the same in this Jamaican Klansman trial. To date, only statements about the JCF. Now nation, the prosecution's second witness stated to the court that Andre Bryan had what he called many top-tier police officers in his corner. According to the witness, the accused said him not deal with Friars police who can't give no orders. And he stated that that was the initial reason why on a number of occasions he decided against giving statements to the police about the organization. Just something the defense has spoken of, seeing that the witness has claimed to be the second witness even disclosed that the organization had gone into the music industry and had developed connections through music. He even stated that influential business people were friends of certain members of the organization. The only aspect of the case and of the organization that the witnesses have yet to shed a light on is the political connection. Some have even stated that why was it more important to detail the organization's connections to musicians as opposed to detailing the organization's connections to elected officials, holders of positions in office. And truth be told, it is one of the true reasons why we have never seen a true decrease in crime and violence on the island. If it has been stated by even the perpetrators of the act themselves, by the police who have arrested these individuals that look, majority of these organizations, these crews, these gangs, whatever you want call them, are being funded by individuals with access to vast amount of wealth. And that is why as one gone, one pop up. Some would even go as far as to say, if the question is, who used to run Garden? It wouldn't be Jim Brown or Dodos. Some would say Eddie himself. Whether he is now deceased and people choose to remember him in a better light for things like establishing the archers in school of vocation, teaching young men and women skills to help them become functioning members of society. But the underlying connection, the fact that majority of these criminal organizations operate out of inner city communities, and the fact that majority, if not all, of the political strongholds on the island are based in inner city communities. It raises two questions. Are political parties connected? And should they be doing more? Everybody forward out and talk about the crime and violence that take place. Elected officials use that very same notion to get themselves elected, saying that crime and violence is a major issue on the island, and that if they are elected to power, they would use all the power given to them to make sure that that is no longer an issue of concern for its citizens. But that's a big task, because nowhere on the globe, well, I'm not going to say nowhere, I've never traveled everywhere, but for majority of cities across the globe, crime and violence is an issue. It is not unique to the Caribbean diaspora. It is not unique to Jamaica. As a matter of fact, the reason why the crime rate is alarming for Jamaica is for the amount of people residing on the island, not for the amount of crime taking place. But if the government is truly serious about taking this issue of crime and putting it into submission, an elected member of parliament has already addressed to parliament that yes, it is indeed true, because he has checked his own constituency. And remember, even in the constituency that he is now the MP for, there's a divide, and everybody in the constituency are supporters for the same political party. There are multiple, there are different factions. And he has stated that the clashes that are taking place in his community and that continues to today are rooted in the previous election. And of course, want to say go deeper than that, but we have to keep it to the statement that the MP made. And he never speak of any other elections, just of the previous general election. When you talk to him in the comment section, as I said, the witness shine whole heap of light and the inner workings of the organization. Detail some things that some people are saying, yo, them shocked for even just hear. Some have said that maybe the DPP has edited the testimony of the witness by only asking certain specific questions. Remember, a witness gives his statement to the police. He gives his testimony in open court based on questions being asked by either the defense or the prosecutors. And if no questions are directed to the witness to ascertain if the organization is politically connected, then these statements might, and for the better part, many citizens say they know these things for a fact. So if they are highlighted, it wouldn't be as shocking as much as it would be a confirmation. But talk to me in the comment section. Invite the one called JAYDEN, the news correspondent. If you're new to the channel, yes, if you're new to the channel, just a pass through, but you like the reason and of course you like the point of view, well, I'm suggesting to you that you click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon and put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. Tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reasoning. Join the discussion. Comment section up 24/7. Never lack yet. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. And we can continue the reasoning via the comment section. Yes, as stated, just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. You know what I mean? The algorithm will remove certain type of comment if it, if them deem it against the guidelines. Just be respectful and mindful of that. But other than that, you know the sentiments, and for those who don't, yeah man, I'll move settings fam. And now we don't need no ladder. And my sentiments for you and yours is of course wanna live, love and prosper. Now stay tuned until we reason again.